in the bottom row. And I have Paige and Brooke. You will not be doing solos. You will be in the group number. Now, I've had it out with your mom. You know what? For now on, get your own costumes made.
I'll draw the sketch.
Well, then you have to hire the choreographer.
Fine.
Fine. She has told me that she can find better choreographers. I'm sure she can. This is Los Angeles. This isn't Pittsburgh. I have made it perfectly clear. If Kelly wants her kids to do independently choreographed solos, she's not a part of the group number. So if Kelly wants to go ahead and enter Paige as an independent soloist, then Paige is out of the group number. But please understand, if you go as an independent, you're out, you're finished.
We're here in Hollywood, and this is an important competition. And Abby thinks that it's okay for Paige not to have a solo. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Paige is in Hollywood, she needs a solo, she needs to be seen. So if I have to hire somebody to choreograph a solo for her, then that's what I'm gonna do.
What about you? How are you feeling? But Brooke and Paige being at the bottom.
I'm not surprised if they're at the bottom just because of my argument with her. I think she thought I was like kidding when I said that, like, if my kids aren't doing a solo and she won't teach it to them, that I wasn't gonna get somebody else to teach them a dance. I paid all this money to come here and she wants me to do a group dance. I don't think so.
How are you gonna do this? Like, what are you gonna open up the yellow pages and look for like choreographers?
I looked into some choreographers and I found 2 that have really good credentials.
A person can only take so much. And I think Kelly hit her breaking point. And you know what? Good for Kelly. She's got more courage than I do, because I don't know if I would have the nerve to do that.
So hopefully it'll work out.
Hi, how are you guys?
I want my kids to feel like they're special. It seems like every week that Maddie and Chloe are getting the best choreography and my kids get whatever's left over. And I'm tired of it.
Kelly.
Mike, it's so nice to meet you.
This is my daughter, Paige.
Hi, Paige.
So this week in Los Angeles, I took it in my own hands and I'm hiring Paige, her own choreographer.
I think Abby just kind of pushes her aside and I wanted to try to get her some better choreography that will work for her.
Totally.
We're really short on time. I think she's a little nervous about that.
Well, we'll work at whatever pace you need, and I've danced with Lady Gaga, Kesha, Adam Lambert, so you're in good hands.
Don't chug, sickle back foot. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on behind my back. There's another choreographer right in the other room working with Paige. In the 30+ years that Kelly's claimed to be at my studio, I've never completely trusted her loyalty.
But you really have to work it. That's the whole thing. Use your attitude, be sexy. Show Miss Abby that, look, I learned this cool dance without you. That's what you need to show her.
The dance Mike was choreographing had a lot of body movement in it. It wasn't a lot of technique, and Paige just seemed a little tense, so I kept trying to get her to just loosen up and relax.
Your body should move with the music.
I think you're just scared of something. I don't know if you're scared of yourself, you're scared of Abby, you're scared of this choreography because it's new and, like, not familiar to you.
He's right.
You can smell it from a mile away. I'm not judging you, your mom's not judging you. We just want you to do the best that you can, okay?
Paige was so upset, she walked out and locked herself in the bathroom. I've never seen Paige like this.
Don't be upset. Paige, I'm not gonna let you do it if you're not ready. I promise.
Paige is upset for a few reasons. She's upset that Abby's gonna be disappointed in her or mad at her for hiring another choreographer. And she's also upset that we have today to learn the dance.
We only learned 30 seconds of Paige's solo yesterday.
That's it? How did that person work out, the choreographer?
We only got 30 seconds done, so I don't know how in the world we'll compete.
How come you didn't finish it?
We ran out of time.
How was that number, Paige? Did you learn the whole thing? Kelly made bad decisions, bad parenting once again. She's gonna go behind my back, try to bring in other choreographers, and it backfired on her. And now she's a mess and doesn't know what to do.
I hired those choreographers yesterday,
Right.
and they didn't have enough time to finish their dances.
You wanted an outside choreographer.
I know that, Abby.
You either need to pull out of the groups and go as an independent and do the numbers
Yeah,
and prove
but
me
if
wrong.
I was
and they need,
doing it-
They need you to beat every other 13-year-old, and she needs to beat Chloe and Maddie. It's just blowing up in her face.
I'm not doing it to my kids. I'm not.
Don't cry. It's all your fault to begin with.
Just pull the number.
So Kelly pulls Paige's solo again. You know what, Kelly? Make up your mind. Do you want the kid to dance or don't you? And Kelly, all the crap about the choreographers,
All I want is for you to make my kids feel like before they go on stage that you care that they do well.
But see, I think you're enabling the stupidity. You are enabling them to not be able to go in and work on their own.
Okay,
it's still a game, and that's okay because you keep telling them it's okay. And I'll tell you what, I am here and my mother is in a hospital. And I'm here with your kid.
But I think what you're missing, honestly, because maybe you're not a mother, is that these children crave your approval just like they do their mothers.
That's right.
They do.
I want them to keep craving it.
It's fine.
There's
Let's just
other
leave it at
kids
that.
that want to make a career out of it. You want my undivided attention, but you don't want to be serious about it.
The only reason I brought a choreographer in is because I want my kids to get the special attention.
And you see where that got you.
So let me not pay someone to do it and have Gianna do it the way she does it with Maddie. That's
Maddie
what I want.
and Gianna have a special relationship.
That's what I want. Well, I want to have somebody here that has a special relationship with my daughter to run her numbers the way she runs them with Maddie.
I don't know. What did Kelly give you for Christmas?
I don't need to buy Gianna something for Christmas. She's a teacher.
That language is not allowed in my school. I'm sorry, girls.
So it's a great day to go visit Abby.
It's never a good day to visit Abby. Abby asked us all to come over her house and go through her garage and look for old dance stuff. Like, I don't know why we can't say no to this lady.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Wow.
Here's the main things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for old programs, but there's also some props that I think that we could do for dance routines that we don't have to pay for new props to be made. All right, get started. Let's go, let's go.
I'm not touching anything in here. God knows what's growing in that garage, and I do not feel like getting a case of scabies. There's mice droppings in there.
Oh my gosh, I hit a jackpot. Yeah. Look at Abby here.
Too pure to be pink, Abby. Melissa is like gung-ho on cleaning out this garage. She's thinking, I'm going to kick butt cleaning this garage because Maddie's gonna get her at the top of the pyramid.
This is right up Melissa's alley. I don't know what's worse, her cleaning out the junk or kissing Abby's ass.
She hit the jackpot. This is what had your name on it.
Kelly on probation for cursing in the studio, 1979. Some things never change, huh?
I think I touched it again.
And I'll do mice. It was a lovely afternoon. I'm done.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye, Holly. Oh, she's running.
I hate to do this, but Kendall, you are back on probation.
That's ridiculous, Abby. What more do you want from her?
Your head is distended. Your shoulders are hunched. Your rib cage is open.
Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right?
No, she doesn't make the corrections. I have been telling her since the audition about her posture, and it has not improved once.
Jill, careful what you wish for. You're always demanding more special parts and attention for Kendall. Well, you're back on probation, so you got it.
I can't even believe it. You know what? You should be on probation, not my daughter.
Kendall is on the bottom of the pyramid. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of Jill. If I would, she would be the one that's there. Learn something, Jill. You are on my last nerve.
I don't even know why I'm here. You had nothing nice to say to her since the second we got here. You know what, Abby? She does a lot right.
She turns like a top. But that's what's good. I don't need to fix that. I was not surprised in the least by Jill's reaction. I was devastated by Kendall's reaction. I certainly don't wake up in the morning to intentionally hurt a child's feelings.
There's a lot of studios out there who would love what she does right. And you know what, Abby? We are going to one of those studios. I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. We're done. That's it. You know what, honey? She doesn't appreciate you. I'll take you where someone appreciates you.
It makes me sick to think that Abby would do this to a little girl who is working so hard.
We'll go where they will treat you with respect. They'll give you great numbers. They might even let you do a solo or two.
This is disgusting to me, and I'm not putting up with it anymore. It's over.
I don't want to go. I love to dance.
Melissa, you have to be upset. You are friends with Jill. And you guys were like buddies.
I am upset. I mean, I just think it's the wrong decision. And I think she's probably
a snap decision like that.
I think she'll be back. Jill didn't mean it. She doesn't want to leave. She'll be back. I'm gonna try to call Jill, see.
Yeah, poor Kendall was upset.
And she was crying.
She was upset. She was
hate
crying.
to see a kid cry. Oh my God, she sent me a text.
What'd she say?
Kendall and I deserve better. I'm not coming back. Sorry to leave you to the wolves. I just don't want this for Kay. I'm going back to my old studio where they like Kendall.
No, she didn't say that.
I told you she was going back there.
It didn't take her long to make that decision.
No,
that was fast.
Hello, let's call a spade a spade. She's a studio hopper, so it's time to hop back to the old one. You know what, frankly, I don't want somebody like that around us and our kids. So I say good riddance.
Listen, Kendall, I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. I can't have you at a place that doesn't appreciate you and all they do is tear you down. That probation is ridiculous. You did nothing wrong. It was my fault. She should put me on probation, not you. We're done at Abby's. I'm taking you somewhere where they are gonna appreciate you.
Hello?
This is Jill Vertes from Abby's. I'm fed up with Abby. I can't go back there. And I really need a dance studio where they're gonna train my child. I was wondering if you could take a look at Kendall and tell me what you think of her talents and if you could find a place for her on your team.
If you want to come to Candy Apples, then I am here for you, but I need to be 100% sure that all of your ties are severed from Abby Lee Dance Company.
All right, let's go. Nia, I need you. Come on.
Look, she doesn't have a kid, but she has a dog in a stroller.
Come on.
Do my eyes deceive me? I cannot believe that Kendall is here with Kathy. What is her mother thinking?
Hi, everybody.
Everybody laughed at me when I said I wanted to look into Jill's background, but here she is with Kathy, of all people. Why would you go to Kathy? You're leaving Freddie to go to Jason.
Oh, Melissa, so good to see you.
I was so surprised to see Kendall and Jill with Candy Apples. I mean, I kind of wanted to cry because it didn't seem right. So I think she fits better with us.
All right, well, we have a solo that we have to go perform.
All of a sudden, it hits me. That's Nia's competition. I felt like I had been punched in the stomach.
Please welcome to the stage participant number 20. This is Nia performing to I'll Do Anything for You.
If I were Magellan, I would sail straight up to heaven and find you. It's true. If I were John Lennon, I would ask the world to imagine loving you. If I could, for you.
Watching Nia on stage was an incredible experience for me. I am not a person who cries easily. I'm not one who gets very emotional, but she looked like a princess. She looked beautiful. She looked happy. She owned that stage, and she was dancing with such joy and passion and energy. It was her moment, and I knew what it took for her to get to that place. I was just so proud of her.
And when the stars come out across red velvet sky, I'll catch them all and bring them home for you. I'd do anything for you.
I think Nia did everything right on the money. She just needs to work on her technique, straightening her legs, stretching her feet.
Abby just couldn't see her potential, her talent. All she did was pick out her flaws.
Kendall has a solo coming up. She's against Nia in the same age category. You know, Kathy didn't have to put Kendall up against Nia. Kathy knows that Nia deserves a chance to shine. And that was just a really rotten, shady thing to do.
Judges, our next competitor comes to us from Candy Apple's Dance Center. This is Kendall performing to I Think I Like You.
Great little performer, and the routine is certainly dynamic because she's doing my routine with my costume. And the kid's only been gone from my studio for a week. What did Kathy teach her? Nothing. Kathy is a worm.
I think I like you.
Kendall danced well. I knew it watching her from my seat. Kendall danced well. I hope that the judges see what I saw, and Nia did good, Nia.
I know, you
did,
so
honey.
good, yeah. Like,
10 times better than 10.
I can even tell you.
Your face was just like you
I know,
loved to
you
dance.
looked like you were having just the time of your life.
For your first place overall junior soloist, number 21, I Think I Like You.
My child was set up. It was like I had been blindsided. And I'm not sure what game is being played between Jill, Candy Apples, Kathy, and Abby for that matter, but my daughter's not a pawn in this whole game. This is real for her, and I felt like she was a pawn in their bigger game that they were playing at my daughter's expense. Where's Nia? Nia, what's up? Nia. What's wrong?
I did really want to win because my dad was there, but it will come again.
You could not have been more beautiful.
You should be proud of yourself. You did the number. You finished it. Hold your chin up high. You have nothing to be embarrassed about.
Not at all, sweetie.
Not at all. People don't cry crying.
Why are we crying and pouting? And I see one kid in tears, one kid pouting, and one kid sitting on their dad's lap. Don't carry it into the dressing room. You go home, you cry into your pillow, you figure out what you did wrong, and you don't make the same mistakes again.
Jill, we would like to present you with a Candy Apples Dance Mom jacket. So this is for you, and you know, we want you to have this.
I feel great that there's no such thing as probation at Candy Apples. I don't have that hanging over my head. And you know what? Kendall feels great too because she can go out and dance and do her thing and not be afraid to do great.
Where are you leaving?
I need a break. What just happened out there? You know I was wrong. She did a beautiful job. And a child who has been off. This kid has been working her tail off.
Yeah.
Late at night. I think it's not a reflection of her job. Outstanding.
No. Right.
I just do not like the way that played itself out. It's tough enough having to deal with Abby, but I've learned over the years how to handle her. But when it comes to my daughter's happiness, I don't want to have to go up against Jill and Kathy too.
Oh, God, here they come.
Come on, Kathy, you have parting words?
We may be number 2, and we may be trying harder, but Abby, there will come a day when we beat you because you have 6 kids that you have to worry about. I have 306.
Kathy, how do you still have that membership when you solicit students?
I'm not soliciting anybody, Abby. She came to me at her own free will. She called me up and said that you were a witch.
Kathy makes my blood boil.
You went as Candy Apples Dance Center today, so that was a win for Candy Apples.
I remember! The dance world doesn't have rules. So Kathy can poach any student that she wants, but Jill made a big, big mistake. Big.
Yes,
I think there's some other studios in Ohio that got in big trouble for stealing choreography.
Oh, believe me, Abby, I wouldn't want to steal your choreography. Really? Let's go, guys.
I think that Kendall overall is a nice talent, and I think she has a lot of potential. I just wish that technically, maybe we would kick it up a notch.
You're just sitting here and you're just looking straight forward, and the judges are out there, so you need to make eye contact with the judges. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. Open, pop. Pop, pretty hands.
Here at Candy Apples, you have to treat every rehearsal as if you are performing. And I don't think that Kendall's on our page yet when it comes to that.
Nice rehearsal that we had.
Good. So nothing you wanted to change, Kathy?
Oh, no, I don't want to change anything.
I feel that Kathy needs to step it up a little bit. Kathy has lost interest in Kendall as a dancer.
Good job. As always, a pleasure to work with both of you.
Up next, we have entry number 442, Kendall, a junior Miss Next Star contestant.
My mom wants me to prove to Kathy that I'm a good dancer and I can beat Abby's.
What's wrong with her music? Kendall goes on stage for her solo. The music comes on and it starts to skip immediately. I see the fear in her little eyes. Kendall's not gonna stop. She's gonna dance this number, but I know her fear is the music, she's not on point, and her number's a mess.
I'm sitting here watching Kendall's dance, and it's very flatlined. Kendall has taken none of the corrections that I have given her. She's not performing, she's not sharp, she is definitely not making eye contact with the judges. Her solo is just mundane.
My former student, Kendall, is a beautiful little girl. But the Kendall that stepped out on that stage and did that number was certainly not the kid that I've trained. She was a hot mess. What did Kathy have her doing? All I know is she's wasting a whole lot of time in a car driving to Ohio when she could be in my studio training. Let's face it, Jill, big mistake. Big.
Jill, it's not a big deal when something like that happens because I'll tell you why.
To whom? It's not a big deal. To a 9-year-old little girl or to...
Well, you didn't let me finish. Okay.
Had Kathy taken a little more time with Kendall, none of this would have happened.
I know. You can't humiliate her over and over and over again.
I know.
What is wrong with me?
I know.
Don't let her do that.
It's not your fault.
I'm starting to think that Kathy took us in only to spite Abby.
She's not a good candy apple. She didn't fit in at all.
She's too pushy and too opinionated, and she thinks her kid is way better than she really is. It's the truth of the matter.
We all know that Jill is a studio hopper. If it's not happening now, she's walking around whining. Is she truly one of my apples? Not really. She's definitely an outsider looking in.
She's just a little girl who wants to dance. Abby can't freaking look at her. Kathy could care less about her. No one cares about the kid. This isn't what it's all about.
And our highest scoring 9 to 11 soloist in the Next Star division will be...
That Kendall better not be first place. There is no way that she's gonna win and beat my girls with that performance.
428, Roxy.
Kendall wasn't up there at all. So I guess Paige and I did pretty good.
They should have been in the top 5.
They should have been in the top 5. Yeah. Well, the season's not over yet.
Say about that.
Let's be a little more prepared, and you know, let's
Be prepared. My music sucked.
That's what I'm
Kathy
saying.
never even looked at the number. No one cares but me. Kendall doesn't place in the top 10. I'm sick to my stomach. She wasn't prepared. She didn't have anybody pulling for her but her mother. But sometimes you need a little more than that.
So, Apples, first of all, you all have glum faces, and rightfully so.
I think she was embarrassed that she spent time and money on those choreographers and then the kids not placing. I know you have a lot of students, but if you can't give my student enough time, how can I continue to keep bringing her to you when you can't give her the time of day?
I've just about had it with Jill. It's been a long, disappointing day for all of us, and she immediately starts to hound me with questions.
I mean, maybe had you given her a little bit more time, she could have done well in her number. Kathy could have cared less. She had nothing to say to me or to Kendall. She blows me off. I'm starting to regret that I pulled Kendall out of Abby's dance group. I think Kendall and I, our time at the Candy Apples, may be drawing to a close.
Let's go, guys.
It's much, much, much more fun to win, ladies. All right, now, let's talk about this week. We are headed...
Hi, everyone. Abby, can I talk to you?
Jill, you know what? I'm right in the middle of the pyramid. You know how this works.
I do know how it works. I made a mistake going to Candy Apples. You guys know that.
Are you practicing your dance?
It was a mistake. And I would really like for you to find a spot for Kendall on this team like you did once before.
Jill, I don't have time for this today.
I understand
I have
that.
Solos, I have a group. We have a competition this weekend.
I want to be there with you. I think that Kendall can fit right in this group. She did it once before. She can do it again.
I guess Candy Apples just didn't give Jill what she wanted. You know, a starring role in every number, a featured spot, a special part. So here she is, hop, 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 hopping right back to the Abby Lee Dance Company.
You are off your rocker.
All I want is what's best for Kendall.
Hey, I wanted what was best for Kendall, and you didn't give me time to do that.
I know I made a mistake.
The reason I did this...
And go home right now. Would that make you guys all really happy?
No, that would not make me happy.
Because that's
and you know
what
who's
I'm doing.
gonna lose?
I'm picking it. Are you gonna turn my child away, knowing she's got talent and she belongs in this group?
I'm in the middle of a rehearsal.
Right. You know what? Rehearse.
I cannot believe this. I am literally speechless. Jill came in with a hot new hairdo and a whole new wardrobe, but it's still the same old Jill.
You know what, Abby? Here, you hold your picture. She deserves to be on that pyramid.
Who walks into pyramid right in the middle and just shoves their kid in there? I think it's totally desperate.
Girls,
you go on.
Girls, this is not about friends. You want to see Kendall? Invite her to your house. This is my business.
Can you find it in your heart to allow Kendall to be a part of this team?
I will be glad to talk to you at a later date.
Okay.
I am furious with Jill. How she thinks she's gonna walk back in here and get this kid back on the team, but it's not this girl's fault. She's a great dancer. Let her rehearse, stick her on the end. It's not a big deal. Tilt, pitch.
Abby, can we talk now?
Well, I'm right in the middle of Paige's
I know
pyramid.
how busy you are.
Wait. Jill, stand right over there. I'm gonna let her do it again, and I will dismiss her, and I can talk to you. Come on, Paige.
Paige finally got a solo and a proper rehearsal, and Jill comes busting in the room during her private. It's ridiculous.
I don't know how Kathy does it, but we keep working.
And that's what I want for my kid, and I need to know, Abby, are you gonna let Kendall come back in this group?
Well, you didn't sign anything. You didn't tell anybody you were here. I think coming into the room was really inappropriate.
I didn't have any choice, and I thought you would understand that.
I don't want to invest my energy into your kid to have it walk out the door in 6 months because mommy's not happy. Jill has a whole lot of groveling to do and a whole lot of paperwork to sign before this kid is back on any team at the Abby Lee Dance Company. Hey, let's go, Paige.
Lost your faith, there's nothing more.
Fighter! I need to put my best foot forward at Star Power. I'm gonna pull out a winning number. It's about a vampire and little girls that are dreaming of Mr. Right. The number is really cool. Let him bite you, it's okay if you're late. Boom! He's really holding on to that arm. Girls, just make sure you're over there
Abby, I'm gonna send her in rehearsal. I wasn't sure what time it was. So she's here. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, she's shoving her in again. Look at her.
Oh, there's Jill. She looks like a different person.
She's in the witness protection program. She's trying to escape Kathy.
I think I like it the other color better.
Jill, when I left here last night, I had 2 more meetings.
You're the one who said this is where she belongs.
You're interrupting rehearsal. I told you last night, it's inappropriate. I don't do it to you. I want you out the door. Go. It's ridiculous. You need some control over your mother. Yes? I am much more concerned with the choreography in this routine than I am with Jill and Kendall. I need to get back into rehearsal and make sure that this routine is ready to go to Star Power.
Why is she screaming? I didn't know what time rehearsal was. And
What did she say?
She said, get out of here.
To you?
She's the one that made you quit to begin with. Your mother's actions throwing a shoe in Texas is why she pulled you out of the studio.
Despite Abby's behavior, I still want Kendall on this team. I want her to have these opportunities and to dance every week at these competitions.
You didn't want to leave. Now you just want to waltz right back in? Kendall, it doesn't work like that.
Abby has made it very clear that she likes Kendall, yet she doesn't like Jill. I'm thinking maybe Abby will let Kendall back on the team just to piss Kathy off, just because she hates candy apples so much.
Try to pick it up. Get in line. This is ridiculous. Get out of the way, Kendall. We're still rehearsing the routine with Nick and 6 girls. Mackenzie was not appropriate for this, certainly. So I let her go. Take your belly out of here. Go to tap. But I have Kendall, who I'm trying to ignore, but I can't ignore. And then I also have Paige and Nia, who are a beat behind, especially Nia. I'm gonna cut some people. What do you think, Gianna?
I think I would do it smaller.
Smaller? I just feel like Nick's part is getting lost because there's so much chaos going on. I need to cut this routine down to 3 girls and a boy. I'm going to watch each girl in rehearsal and then make my final decision at the competition. Okay, Nia, I'm really on the border with you. I want you to concentrate on your solo. Yes, and you have to do something with that hair. It's not appropriate. Every time I look at you, it's like fun.
It's routine that they don't get picked necessarily for a trio or a duet. But now there's a possibility that they will not be picked for group numbers. You gotta be kidding me.
Paige, I know you're a really nice little girl. You're teaching Kendall the number. What happens if I put her in instead of you? Are you gonna feel bad? What if she ends up doing it better than you? Just saying. Just saying. What's wrong?
My stomach hurts.
Why are you always crying? Your stomach hurts. Let's get you some medicine. Don't cry about it.
Jill is just desperate. You know, I don't get the whole I made a mistake, I want to come back thing. No, Jill, Kendall's not on the team.
Jill, what is wrong with her?
I'm sorry, I really don't know.
Maybe she's like, why am I here if I'm not in the dance?
Well, maybe.
We don't know if some of the real team members are even at the dance at this point. Why would Kendall be in it?
Why wouldn't they all be in it?
Because it's my routine, and I happen to like it a certain way, and that's it.
You can't respect that she wants to be here and she wants to dance.
I do respect
that. Well, then let her dance, Abby. Abby wants to teach Kendall and I a lesson, that we have to earn our spot back. Kendall still has all that fire in her belly and all that potential, and I need Abby to see that again.
You're here as a guest, so I don't need some whining, crying kid. Yes? Man up.
Can I have a bow or no? We're not doing that yet.
No, 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 no. In fact, Kendall, who gave you the bow in your hair? The girls are going to be wearing white bows in their hair for this group routine, but I haven't told anybody who's in the group routine yet. So why on earth does Kendall have a white bow in her hair and nobody else does?
Melissa said, here are bows for everybody. I picked one up and I put it in her hair.
Okay, well, newsflash, Melissa doesn't own the studio.
You have to accuse me of stealing a $2 bow? Are you kidding me?
She just grabbed it and stuck it in her kid's head thinking, my kid's gonna get a bow because my kid's doing this group dance.
You talk about manners with the kids all the time.
Wait a minute.
That is rude of you to say in front of my child that I would steal a bow.
Every single one of these kids has their hair done, and nobody has a bow in their head.
I don't steal from anybody, and not one of those moms stands up for me again.
You wasted a whole lot of my time. I don't have time for it. I've had enough of Jill's nonsense distracting me from my real focus. This routine is important to me because I want to win in star power. Let's see, Paige, Brooke, and Nick. Let's go. I want to see your standing back tuck.
Oh, easy. Oh, I'll do mine too. Ready?
No, do not do your standing back.
Can I try it, Abby?
No, this is cement underneath this carpeting.
Paige, do not do it. Well, then do it and let's go. I want to eat my lunch.
You better do it.
Paige hurts her foot. I just can't win.
Can you curl your toes? Did you come down on it this way or digging it?
Digging.
Digging it.
Paige is really upset about her foot. I'm surprised she's not crying.
Okay, well, don't tape her. You're not in the dance. You gotta get the foot checked. Paige could have been in that group, but you know what? I can't risk her injuring herself any further. All right, we have Paige out by default with an injury.
It's my hope that if Paige can't dance with these kids, Abby's gonna need Kendall.
Nia, you are not in the number today. Don't make a big deal out of it. You did a great job in your solo. I couldn't be prouder. Kendall, you are not in the dance.
Abby, I'm just curious. Do you enjoy watching this right here? Does that make you happy?
Jill, if anybody should dance, it should be Nia.
This is between us.
We have had a wonderful day.
I hope you're really happy, Abby.
I think Jill is from the me, myself, and I generation. She is only concerned with herself.
You cry and I wanna save you
It was great. I really think they have an amazing chance of winning.
It was a great performance. I made the right decision with one boy and 3 girls.
9-11 small group. Third place, Hey You, Studio Blue, 251. Second place, Prayer of the Children, 263 from Studio Blue. And now, in our 9-11 small group, your top scorer, the champion today will be Twilight. We get some money. All right. Congratulations, girls and guy.
Our group dance, once again, number 1.
What's the name of your studio, guy?
Abby the Dance Company.
Top 10, take it down. Let's hear it for the top 10.
We did it. I couldn't be more grateful.
I think all of our victories were really earned and very well deserved.
Congratulations!
Isn't that awesome?
Once again, I think I proved I was right. Jill, nothing to say? No last remarks?
Not really. Bottom line, Abby's dancers won. And that is exactly why I need my daughter to be at Abby Lee Miller's dance company.
You stick a bow in your kid's hair and think they're gonna go on stage and be in a competition number?
That's not why I put the bow in her hair.
It's just not that easy. I know what I'm doing. When the time is right.
Well, how about then you let me know? I won't be back until you let me know when the time is right.
I told you before that I would think about it. Did you just shush me?
Yes, I did. When the time is right for you, if we're still available, you contact me and you say, okay, I would like for Kendall
No, I don't
to
call
be a
students.
student.
I don't solicit
then
students.
Then what do you want? Abby knew all along that she was not going to allow Kendall to dance in that group number. I realized that Abby is a punisher, and she punished Kendall and I. What you say goes. You don't care about the kids. You don't care about anybody but yourself. That's terrible.
Why would I be in this business if I didn't care about their futures?
Well, then why don't you
You're
care
the
about
one that
this
screwed her up. If you think that I
You know
own a
what?
dance
I
studio...
really want you to be quiet. I don't care what you think.
You know what? Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are, hurting a little child? You people all suck. Every one of you. You're being insane! I'm insane? Melissa's the only one who ever comes to her aid. What is wrong with you people? They have learned from Abby, the biggest bully in the block, and now they're bullying too. This is gonna cost me a lot of money in therapy. This is not
Because she's embarrassed. She's mortified.
She's humiliated.
I think Jill is having a midlife crisis. Kendall should come to class. It starts in class, Jill.
Abby's acting like a total immature baby. And I'm not gonna let this happen again. to my child and I. She's just sick.
I can't believe I'm sitting here and that woman walked out again.
Where's Jill?
Jill is not an official member of this competition team. She would like to think so, but I may forgive people, but I don't forget.
Kendall and I were not invited to the pyramid because Abby still refuses to put Kendall on the team. We're here strictly to take dance classes. I just need to be patient and wait for an opportunity to present itself. Hi, Paigey.
Good.
How are you? What happened?
It's broke.
How long are you out for?
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks? I'm sorry, honey. Right at summertime. You go in. Kendall, what do you say to Paige?
Good luck. I really feel bad that Paige is injured, but maybe I could fill in for her, and maybe Abby could just let me be on the team.
So you weren't in here for pyramid?
No, I was at the doctor's.
You don't know who's on top, what's going down this week?
Me and Chloe were supposed to have our duet.
So Abby told you you had a duet this week and now you can't dance it? Did she tell you who's gonna be in it instead?
She said that Chloe might be doing a solo.
That's all right. There'll be other duets in your future. It happens all the time on dance teams. Unfortunate for Paige, fortunate for Kendall.
Hi, Paigey Mac. Hello. Hi, Pumpkin. Did you learn anything in there? What did you write in your book?
Nothing. Jill was here.
Oh, what was she doing?
Asking me questions about this weekend.
Why is she asking what happened at Pyramid? Like, Jill, you're not part of the group. Get it through your head. You're not part of our group. It doesn't matter what happened at Pyramid.
Abby, so Paige broke her foot.
Well, she didn't break her foot. She broke her toe up into her foot.
I wish I could hear what was going on.
I know.
So what now with Paige out? She told me she's out for 4 to 6 weeks.
That has nothing to do with you.
Well, I understand not me personally, and that's very unfortunate. But maybe now is there a spot for Kendall?
Oh my God, she's like, she can sniff out an opening. She must have smelled Paige's broken foot from a mile away. She's like, there's a spot in the pyramid for Kendall. I am the last person to ever take Abby's side in anything, but in the case of Jill versus Abby, Abby wins.
Jill, you have to understand that when you left, you didn't just disappear. You went to this arch rival enemy.
Abby, we've been over this, I know.
And it's very hurtful and also just a slap in the face.
I was very hurt by the way you treated Kendall.
You didn't let me do my job. I want Kendall in the group. I want Kendall to duet. Really, lady? Did you not learn anything the first time around? You need to realize your place. And you don't walk into a rehearsal, you don't walk into pyramid, you don't throw your kid at people.
I need to do what's best for Kendall.
I need to do what's best for the group.
Don't you think Kendall deserves to be in that group?
Kendall deserves nothing. It's not like
Abby,
we're all
do you want her
entitled.
to dance?
I want her to
Dance
take
here.
class, I want her to
She's
study.
in class.
I want her to
she
get
was
better.
in class last night, Abby.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you who wasn't in class last night.
Tell me.
No Highland kids. No Chloe. They don't come to class. Kendall will come to class. These moms who give me a hard time for doing what's best for Kendall, I know deep down inside they would do the exact same thing. I can't live with myself that I took her away from here and took that opportunity away from her. So I really need you and want you to give her another chance.
Sure, she sees it as a golden opportunity.
I went downstairs because I heard Jill talking to Abby at the front desk, and I just wanted to let Jill know Paige is not out of the group. She's injured and will be back. So if she's trying to get Kendall to replace Paige, it's not happening.
Why'd you ask Paige who was replacing her in the duet?
I didn't.
Why would you talk to Paige and not the moms about what's going this weekend? Before you put your claws in to get...
I didn't know Paige was in there. I didn't go scouting out Paige. I went in, she was sitting there with a broken foot. I said, honey, how are you? What happened?
So what's going this weekend?
I really didn't do anything inappropriate. Hi, guys.
Oh God, here comes Jill. She and Kendall aren't even on the team, but we know Jill well enough to know that the absence of an invitation isn't gonna stop her from showing up.
Hey. So Kendall, I'm looking for a replacement for the duet for Paige.
Abby's having auditions for the duet, which I think is absolutely ridiculous considering Kendall's not on the team.
Kendall.
Oh, for the love of God.
Maddie is not auditioning because she has a solo this week. Let's have Chloe and Nia do it. Nia, some things are great. I just think that you don't look that great with her. Like, it's a little off, it's a little quirky. You don't dance exactly the same. You dance very much different. All right, let me see you and Kendall. And 1.
I'm a little unclear. Did Abby call you and say to come back?
No, she told me, get the kid in class, so she's here in class. Do you think I went to Abby and said, put her in the duet? If Abby does, it's because Abby wanted her in there. Why couldn't you say, wow, what a nice thing for Kendall if she's selected?
I don't think it's fair for her to be put in the
Because
duet.
well,
I don't.
Again,
You guys are so selfish. I can't believe you're selfish.
No,
I think it's selfish
You
for
know
you
what?
to
It
think
was
that she should
really-
be allowed.
I
Never
never
above
said
that. That's
I
selfish
thought
for
she
you.
should be allowed.
you're saying, you know, we should be pleased and happy for her, but it's at the expense of one of our children who have sacrificed so much to be here.
It's just
They're
another
already
week.
on
It's
the
just
team.
another
You're not
number.
part of our team.
I take all their snide remarks and all their bullying and all their criticism, but you know what? This is about a mother doing what's best for her daughter.
Nia looks
You
cute
need to
doing
say
this dance.
something if it's
like she
Kendall.
looks perfectly fine.
Holly,
and Holly,
you are marching your butt down there if I have to push you down them steps.
My daughter has been there day in and day out. I think a lot of Abby's practices are unfair.
What's going on with the duet, Abby?
Kendall was in class in the other room. I went and got her. Nia was doing it. She was doing it well. I gave her some corrections.
Kendall has been gone several weeks. She just came back. My child has been here throughout.
She may not be right for the duet.
She's never right for those special parts unless she's lifting Mackenzie.
Holly just doesn't understand. This is strictly about my best chance at winning.
There are lots of things that she could do.
Right, but they're not the duet music that I have this week.
Why don't you find something?
I
She could
agree
do
with you.
something with the 60s. She could do something with popping, locking. She could do all sorts of different things.
I agree with you, but you know what? It's a duet with Chloe. That wasn't the plan. I wasn't seeking music for Nia. I was seeking music for Chloe.
No need to get all belligerent and indignant with me.
I am, because I think you know better.
No, I think you look foolish.
This is strictly about what's right for the duet, not about what you want. Nia will get the duet only if I think she's my best shot at winning.